Your essential guide to baby formula. If you've chosen to formula feed your infant for whatever reason, you'll likely have a lot of questions. There are many things you need to know before starting to bottle feed. For starters, there's a massive range of formulas to choose from. Simply selecting the right formula for your baby can be a nightmare. So, before you start, it helps to know as much as possible about using formula over breast milk. From the different types to how much you should feed your little one, in this video, you'll discover everything you need to know. Okay, so let's first take a look at the different types of formulas available. You'll discover a range of different brands, each falling into the following categories. 1. Cow's milk. The majority of infant formulas are created using cow's milk. Out of all the different types, this one is the closest resemblance to breast milk in terms of nutritional content. The main thing to keep in mind is that no two cow's milk formulas are created the same. Manufacturers adjust the levels of carbohydrates, protein, and fat, as well as add various nutritional supplements to their formulas. The great thing about this type of formula is that since it does closely resemble breast milk, it tends to be much easier for your baby to digest. However, it also tends to be one that many babies are allergic to. If you discover your little one is allergic to cow's milk, it's worth looking into the other types available. 2. Soy milk. While readily available, soy-based formulas are only recommended on the advice of a doctor or pediatrician. Created largely from soybeans, just like cow's milk formulas, these ones are enriched with various nutrients. They can be a good alternative for infants who struggle to digest cow's milk, but it's worth noting that there are also some restrictions on when soy-based formulas should be given. 3. Hydrolysed protein. Another cow's milk alternative, hydrolysed protein formulas are the least common option. They are typically recommended if your little one can't tolerate either soy milk or cow's milk. During the production of this formula, the protein is broken down so that it's a lot easier for an infant to digest. As with soy milk, it's advisable to see a doctor before trying your baby on hydrolyzed protein. These are just the 3 main types of formula available. Other, lesser-known formulas are also created for infants with specific medical conditions, as well as those who are born prematurely. You can also get what are known as second milks, which are often advertised as being great for hungrier babies. They're designed to be thicker than first milks, cow's milk, soy milk, etc., and take longer to be digested. It's worth noting that second milks aren't suitable for younger babies. You've also got the option to invest in follow-on milk. This is developed for babies over the age of 6 months. They actually look very similar to first milks, so it's very important to read the label before you buy. Follow-on milk should never be given to infants under the age of 6 months. So what are the different forms you can buy? Deciding which type of formula to feed your baby is the first hurdle. Choosing what form to try out is the next one. Generally speaking, you have 3 options. These include powdered, ready to feed, and concentrated liquid. Powdered formula will need to be mixed together with water before you can feed it to your little one. It typically comes in canisters with a little scoop, and travel-size packs are also available. It tends to be one of the cheaper options available, but it can be inconvenient to use due to having to carry around water wherever you go. It also takes longer to prepare than other forms available, and is known to give some babies constipation. The ready-to-feed formulas are by far the most popular due to their convenience. They're already made up and mixed together, so all you need to do is put them in a bottle to feed your baby. However, you do pay for this convenience. Ready-to-feed variations are the most expensive, so if you're on a budget, it might not be the best option. Concentrated liquid comes in a container, and just like with powder, it needs to be mixed with water before feeding. It's less messy than powder, but it is a little more expensive. This type tends to be the least common option. So how often should you formula feed? One of the most common questions new parents have with formula feeding is how frequently it should be given. The answer is, as often as your baby wants to feed. The only exception to this is if your little one is regurgitating a lot of milk back up. Even when you follow the guide on the back of the formula, your baby might not be able to handle the amount it recommends in one sitting. So if they do start to vomit or pause the milk up quite a lot, cut down the amount you give them, but increase the amount of feeds during the day. Giving your baby too much milk is never a good idea. Logically, you might think this would decrease the amount of feeds you need to give them. However, in reality, too much milk will simply make your baby sick, and they can gain a lot of weight very quickly. If they don't want to finish the bottle, don't force them. They know how much milk they want, so trust when they tell you they've had enough. It's estimated that by the time infants are 1 week of age, they'll typically be asking for around 150 to 200 milliliters of formula for every kilogram they weigh per day. However, it's worth knowing that each baby is different, so they will require varying levels of milk. If you're concerned about how much you should be feeding your little one, ask your doctor or pediatrician. These are the most basic things you need to know about infant formula. Remember, if you have any concerns over feeding your little one formula, you can ask your doctor for advice. There's no evidence that one brand of formula is better than another, so choose whichever you feel the most comfortable with, and consider starting out with cow's milk-based formulas if you can. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, we would really appreciate it if you'd share this video with someone else who you think would benefit from knowing this information, as well as hopping on over to our website and signing up for our email newsletter by clicking the link in the description. By signing up, you'll gain access to exclusive goodies that are only given to our email subscribers. Finally, the next time you're looking to buy baby products, I encourage you to take a look at what we have available. Let me tell you, we aren't just out to make a profit, and pride ourselves on our high-quality products and excellent service. All Starlight Baby products are laboratory tested to ensure they are 100% safe for you and your baby, which unfortunately isn't something every company can say. On top of that, we donate 10% of our profits to children's charities and hope to increase this percentage as Starlight Baby continues to grow. Therefore, your support goes a long way towards helping a lot of people, even if it's something as simple as subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and here's to making a positive difference in the lives of our children and the world as a whole.